I'm Dear Darling, and welcome back to another episode, something, video diary, Fawnhollow, day 4, lots of stuff to do. As you can tell, it's a little bit later in the afternoon now, not the morning anymore, but we still have lots of things to do, including donating about 30 or so objects to Labas, so that's going to be a lot of reading for me, so maybe that'll be a very, well, interesting episode. I forgot I was holding so many Cosmos. Now I think about it, I'm not actually sure how you're meant to say it. I think Cosmos is right now I think about it. Okay, so what do I have? I have orange and pink. I think 2 oranges together make things. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, so we'll sort of just wing it until we find out what happens. I don't think pink actually makes anything, apart from more pink, of course. So let's just plant randomly and we'll see what happens, to be honest. And now I realise this Nook's Cranny is not in the most ideal of places. Oh well, not much to do about that. The only thing I believe works is 2 oranges might make a black one together. Either way, we're just having a sprawling garden of Cosmos over here. And we'll just put a pink one over here, just for posterity's sake. There you go, that's very nice. I need to water this at some point as well. I just realised that's a lot of flowers. What was I doing? Ah, yes, I was probably making that last item required for one of the housing plots, right? So that's craft. I'll pick up that wasp's nest as well. What was it? It was like a... Oh, I actually have it written down somewhere, don't I? Classic pitcher pot. Thank you, past me. It's probably this one then. There's one block free, and we can close that notepad document. All done for now. Okay. Now where is plot 3? We can also probably check out which villagers are staying in which plots. Because Nook said that we can look at it. But also clear out some of the weeds over here at the same time. You know, little by little, as I say. Little and often, as a French teacher used to say. Where on earth are the other plots? Okay, there's one beneath me. Can't bother to go see that one. This is the one where we need to actually put in the other thing. And does it say who's living here? I thought Nook said we could check a sign to see who was moving in, but... Oh! Whew! All the home and furnishing prep work is done. Can't see it on that one though, so I'm not really sure what he was talking about. While we're here, then we might as well clear out those weeds. I think I was saying before, I really would like to put a museum up here. I think it'd be really nice, like having a really high vantage point with a big like, grandiose building like a museum. But it also might be a little bit impractical, I think, being so far away. Maybe I should put something which isn't required to visit as often. I don't know. Or maybe I can, once I have enough bells, the museum is mostly full, I can move it up here. Okay, got a bit bored of that. I really thought Nook said, oh. For Delhi? Who's Delhi? Animal Crossing Delhi. Sorry, I'm just googling this. A lazy monkey villager. Sure. Ah, so I suppose Sylvana, who we talked to today, what am I doing? Hasn't quite contacted Nook yet about purchasing a plot of land. So if I were to guess, I would guess Puddles might be moving into this one over here. or it's another person. Who is this? Yes, this is Puddles. So Savannah's probably moving into that third spot up there. Because I've also been looking on the Reddit a little bit. And they're saying that they couldn't, when they went to the Nick Mars Islands, that they never found any more villages for a while. And people were theorising maybe it's because you can't do it while there's still plots or something. I don't know. It's not that important, so we'll see. Everything's finished. Goodness, really? Thank you so much for all your hard work. That means the rest is up to me. I'll get started on home construction right away so we can welcome our new island residents. I vowed to get this done quickly and to get it done right. Why, if all goes well, we can have someone in a new home as soon as tomorrow. By the way, I plan on letting the island know about folks moving in or out during my island broadcasts. However, once I know who will move into a certain home, yeah, that's what you said before. You finished everything I've asked of you. Let me give you a token of my appreciation as promised. Yes, this is for you. A fence? It's some fencing. You can surround your home to create a yard, or surround some flowers to make a garden. Fencing should make it easier for you to create yards or parks or other outdoor areas. I'm positive this will lead to some interesting new landscaping schemes here on Fawnhollow. I'm thinking 50 pieces! My word. The selection will change daily and will offer a variety of designs. Check when it stops sometime. Well, I couldn't have done this without you, dear, that's for certain. Well, it was my honour. Is there anything else I needed to do? Okay, simple wooden fencing. Where could we put this which would be quite nice? I mean, it'd be quite nice around this residence area, to be honest. I could put it around the fencing, but I don't want to like fence off my area. That seems like it's a bit bordered. I could give everyone a little... I should also chop this tree down. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. It's very in the way of your house, Axel. Perhaps I could do it along Nick's Cranny. I could fence off these Cosmos. I'm not entirely sure. I think I'll put it in storage for now while I think of something to do with it. Let's just sell some things that I've got from Nook. Not Nook, from the island. Welcome, come. I want to sell. So let's sell. Not that. This. Don't sell those. Do I need to sell this? I don't think so yet. 2,200 bells sounds good to me. I apparently had some Nick Mars. Oh yes, of course, sell some fruit. So we need to catch some fish. Oh, we need to plant. I should have kept one of them. Oh well. Catch a squid. Critterpedia. Let's clear out these new insects that we've caught. New DIY recipes. I'm not sure what. Oh, this widewood wall. Do I want to buy any of these? What is this demon portal here? Throwback Gothic mirror. I'm totally gonna buy this. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, what was the other Nook Mars thing? Did I have to spend money? I do have to spend money. Spend bells to buy items. 5,000 is kind of a lot though. Should I just buy all of this stuff? Sure. I was gonna look up a wallpaper. That's right. There were some nice ones. I quite like that one. That one's quite nice as well. Let's buy that. And we'll buy this just for some quest purposes. Okay, so let's... Excuse me. I suppose I'll go shake an apple tree and plant some more apples. I only need to plant one. I don't want like an overabundance of apple trees. I wanna eventually have it so that's like it's an equal distribution of all different fruit types. But you know, because I forgot about it, I'll just plant this now. I'll keep the apples in my inventory for some reason, which I haven't thought of yet. Maybe if we go to an island, if there'll be cherry trees, oh, we could just dig up the coconut trees. That's also a smart idea. So I don't know what to do with this gothic mirror. To be honest, I just bought it because it looked kind of interesting. Wow, spooky. That could be put in storage. I'll put this in storage because I don't know what to do with it. Let's see what this looks like on the floor. That looks quite nice. Cute. So I'll just put all of these things in storage. I could put some clay in storage. I don't often use that. This other stuff might be useful for making tools, so. And I think we don't have much else to do apart from talk to Labas and start giving him in huge amounts of things. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 25, 27, 28, 30, 32 things to give into him. Now of course we don't have to do this all at once, but there's no time like a present. Let's start with all the insects. Don't need to be holding that anymore. What other insects do we have? That's not an insect. Well, that's most of the insects. Oh, I didn't realise that was an insect. I thought it was a fish. Oh, I actually can't wait to see the museum. I've seen it in the trailers and it looks so pretty and oh my god. It's so exquisite. Holy moly. Okay, well I'm gonna look and see what it looks like before we donate everything. And then we'll donate everything and see what it looks like again. So we can see how much it flourishes. Oh my god, this museum looks so good. There's a greenhouse area? What's in this section? For like tropical insects, I assume? It's a butterfly area! That's so pretty. I can't wait to see what that looks like with all the other butterflies. Maybe dragonflies will go there as well, who knows? Can't even see. Oh, there it is. So like more underground insects. This is so cool. You can get ants. That's what that looks like. Why is this here? I'm not entirely sure. I guess this is a special butterfly section. Water areas as well. I assume this is where beetles go. Oh gosh, there's so many. It's just so pretty. There's another one. Also, this is a huge tree. Like, I can't imagine I donated any insects on this yet. What's over here? Oh, this is just where I was, my bad. That's just the bug section, mind you. This is it's like an actual museum now. Like before it was sort of a museum in previous versions, but now it's like an actual like walk-through museum, which is so cool. I kind of want to see everything. I'm sorry, I'm just like delaying the point. But what? Okay, maybe I'll save everything as a surprise. I just couldn't help myself to look at the insect section. So, Labas, get ready, buddy. You're gonna do a lot of talking, and so am I. Ooh, I beg your pardon. I'm a bit of a night owl, don't you know? And drowsy in the daytime. I forgot what voice he had, but whatever. But more importantly, that was it. Hoo-hoo, if it isn't dear. At long last, the Fawnhollow Museum has opened, this very day no less. An impressive feat of engineering craftsmanship and good old island ingenuity, is it not? Of course, it was your very own donations that made it possible, so to you, I say, thank you. Now, allow me to give you a quick overview of our fine institution's floor plan. You'll find there are entrances to the left, to the right, and into the basement. Each one leads to exhibit rooms wherein the donations collected thus far have been put on display. Ah, that's right. I have more good news to report. That is, the donation process has been streamlined. Henceforth, we will accept multiple donations all at once. Furthermore, if you wish to learn more about a fossil, or fish, or bug, I suppose, simply say, tell me about this, hoot. Hesitate not, I will happily oblige. Now, by all means, do please take a gander at our magnificent collection. It is surely a thing of wonder. So, how does this work? Who, dare I say, ew, that is an orchid mantis. Do be careful and do not release it from its cage. I shudder at the very thought. The orchid mantis is a bug whose brilliant colours and petal-shaped limbs give it a look of a flower. This masterful mimicry allows it to hide from predators and among the orchids. But oh, this fraudulent flower, it lures other insects in to drink its nectar and makes a meal of them instead. Imagine, to behold a beautiful bud only to discover it's a bug instead. A repulsive revelation indeed. By the by, it would seem our collection is indeed lacking an orchid mantis. Personally, I do not mind at all, but professionally, I admit a contribution of this kind would benefit the museum greatly. Would you perchance donate it? So, if I donate just one object, will you give me the chance to speak about it as well? Well, no, let's just... Okay, I... Surprise Pikachu face, I don't know why I expected something different. So what happens when you try and donate multiple things at once? I feel like he won't say anything about it, but we'll see. Aww. I kind of wanted to learn more about things. Okay, so we'll do it one by one, which is probably not how anyone in their sane mind would do it, except for me, because I want to learn about these things. Eek, a tiger beetle, what a wretched thing. Of course, please tell me. I see. In that case, the tiger beetle is extremely fleet of foot, but it runs in a rather peculiar way, as it sprints and stops, and sprints again, using these speedy maneuvers to run down its prey. You see, the tiger beetle, like a real tiger, is a powerful predator. The mere thought of it giving chase gives me the willies. Tigers are terrifying at any size. Anywho, to my sincerest thanks for your donation. This just brings me back to Wild World when it was like this. I don't think there was mass donations back then. Yes, ladybugs are quite beloved thanks to their tiny round shape and adorable spots. To that I say, bah! The fact of the matter is, some have stripes instead of spots, and some have no markings at all. No, I shall never understand why it is said that when a ladybug lands on you, you'll have good luck. I shall only have a fainting spell. Oh, poor Labas. So I suppose the things that he didn't tell us about were the common yellow and tiger butterfly, and then two other things I must have donated beforehand. I wonder what they were. Probably horseback runners, sea bass or something. I dare say the name says that all stinkbugs are known for their stench. Pew! As it happens, these crop-eating pests use straw-like mouths to pierce plants and drink the juices. And when threatened, they use a smelly chemical in their belly to release their odious odour. How do they live with themselves? Anywho. Blah 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 blah. a moth. Please tell me more. Many think a moth is strictly a nocturnal creature. Alas, no. These frightful fluttering beasts have been known to haunt the daylight and twilight hours too. Thus, there is no time of day one might escape the moth trait I dislike most of all, those feathery antennae. Antennae? The mere thought of them gives my feathers goosebumps, and I'm no goose. Make a donation. I probably need a whole episode just donating things. This might take a while, it seems. Ooh, don't tell me Mantis angelic pose fool you, for it is truly monstrous. The Mantis is known for its large size and tremendous strength, and for sickle-like arms that pack a punch. And though they tend to eat bugs and spiders, mantises have been known to dine on small animals too. And those eerie eyes, oh my, do you know it has 5 of them, 2 big ones and 3 small. It has 5 eyes? Really? Where are the other smaller eyes? I have no idea. Tarantella! Please tell me more about this. As giant spiders go, the tarantula is said to be quite docile, but have you ever seen such foul fuzziness? It is a fact tarantulas have barbed belly hair. I say again, barbed belly hair. These awful arachnids let loose their spiky, itchy hairs to protect themselves from predators. But seeing how tarantulas also prey on frogs, mice, and even birds, one might ask, who needs protecting from whom? Who indeed? That's true, isn't it? Tarantulas are meant to be very docile, but Animal Crossing doesn't portray them as very docile. Seeing as they hunt you down very rapidly as soon as you pull out a... Oh, I don't need to do that. As soon as you pull out, what's it called? A bug net. A wolf roach is an omnivore, which is merely a polite way of saying it will eat almost anything. The skittering scavenger and its uncouth appetite helps keep beaches clean, it said. But I dare say their loving antenna and bulging eyes turn my stomach unappetizing indeed. I should really let him do that wink, it looks very cute. Sorry, I just keep skipping through your dialogue there, Labas. Tell me more. Did you know it takes a team of honeybees working together to transform flower nectar into honey? Indeed, forager bees suck nectar from flowers into their honey stomachs and then fly it to the hive. Hive bees then chew the substance and spit it into the honeycomb, fluttering their wings to dry it out. Yes, you could say honey is a tasty tribute to the hard work of a humble honeybee. Oh my, you mustn't confuse my lengthy description for admiration. At the end of the day, honeybees are still insects, and they're still ghastly. A wee bit less ghastly than most, I admit. That is a very odd expression you're doing there. A screenshot. Anywho. Oh, he doesn't wink. He just stands triumphantly. And also, apparently his stomach makes a noise. I'm not really sure what's up with that. The emperor butterfly is called the jewel of the forest, but its vivid blue hue. Let me tell you, the colour does not come from a dye, but rather from light reflecting off layers of translucent scales. Yes, butterfly wings are covered in tiny scales. Scales? Butterfly, bah, more like snake of the sky. And what's wrong with snakes? Oh, we should have snake villages in Animal Crossing. Actually, that's an interesting thought. I wonder if they've put in different species of villages. I saw some very cool ideas of like spider and bat villages just floating around. I'd really love to see them in the game. There are more than 140 species of anchovy, but they do all have some things in common. They are all small and feed by simply swimming with their mouths open to filter food particles from the sea. In my sleepier moments, I sometimes wish I could do that. And there you have it. I don't have anything. I'm sorry I lied to you. I feel a little bit sad I missed out on some of the dialogue, but it's very cool that he still gives you the opportunity to see them. So we still got this man face bug. And most of we just have fish. Actually, that didn't take too long. It took about 5 minutes. Which is a lot less time than I honestly anticipated. think we can mass assess fossils though, so seeing as he doesn't say any interesting dialogue about, I'll just mass assess them all and then donate them one by one. Ooh. Oh dear, pardon me. Let's make a donation. Let's donate some insects, shall we? Never mind the Stinkbug smell. What you have here is a bug with a face on its back. What? Simply put, the man-faced Stinkbug has markings on its shell that resemble a human face. Once you notice this face, you cannot unnotice it. Indeed, this face might haunt you forever. At least the face will distract you from a stink. Make another donation. No, wait, I want to do the insects first. Centipede. Last insect, don't worry, Labas. The centipede's name means 100 legs, but I tell you now, that's a lie. These ugly bugs can have as few as 15 pairs of legs, or as many as 171. 171! But because of how their bodies are segmented, they never have exactly 100. Whew, it's true. You know what else is true? Centipedes are carnivorous, aggressive, and venomous. And their bite is quite painful too. Horrible things, I say. Anywho. Make a donation. What we got next? Yellow perch. Hooty hoo, this must be a yellow perch. Yes, please tell me about some facts. The yellow perch is certainly worth squawking about. I find it a sight to behold. That jagged dorsal fin, those brilliant stripes, those glorious colours. Those glorious colours. Who truly it is quite the specimen. I would be thrilled to witness it firsthand in its natural environment. But the yellow perch's peak season is winter, I'm afraid. And I'm sorry I skipped that by accident, but something about being a chill. Make a donation. Carp. Oh, the carp. Have you ever seen their teeth? For your sake, I hope you have not. Carp have teeth in their throat strong enough to crunch on hard things like shell and fingers. A good rule of thumb when dealing with other species is to keep your fingers out of their mouths. Although having neither thumbs nor fingers, I'm quite safe on this little fellow. And there you have it. Make another donation. Let's donate this. Freshwater Goby. The freshwater goby is an unassuming specimen, but beneath a calm, fishy exterior, true gluttony resides. It will eat anything that will fit in its mouth, and its mouth is quite the gaping maw, so I recommend you refrain from drawing attention to yourself. Just what a very bizarre thing to tell me about it, but okay. The barred knife jaw. What can you tell me about this? The barred knife jaw, also called the striped beakfish, is a lovely fish with a distinctive stripe pattern. It is reportedly also a very curious fish, in that it has been known to approach swimmers to greet them. They also tend to be good at avoiding fishing hooks, so well done on outwitting this one. I don't know why it was so hard for me to read that one. Oh man, all these donations had to be split up into two parts, two videos. I mean, I guess that's to be expected if it takes me like 5 minutes for one of these. Was it 15 minutes, sorry, I meant in total. Undoubtedly, you know that tadpoles eventually turn into frogs. I must say I find them impossibly adorable with their squiggly little tails, but even cuter when they sprout legs. Why, we can witness accelerated evolution of these squirmy little ones. Oh, it makes me so emotional. Oh. Labas is so cute when he's so happy about what he's talking about. Make another donation. Well, first off, squids are members of a mollusk family, just like the octopus. Many mollusks like snails and clams have shells, but the squid's body is almost completely soft. The exception is a long, narrow bit of hard material going through its main body, the last remnants of its shell. Of course, having your shell inside is not a best practice. Perhaps we lost the owner's manual. Probably better laugh, right? Almost done. Red snapper. Woohoo. Red snapper is a common name of Red snapper is a common name of dozens of fish species, and I wonder why it is so popular. Are there so many types of fish that are both a shade of red and have tendency to snap? Or are there no other names? What about burgundy biter, garnet grasper? I don't know, say if it's puce? Puce pincher. Let me just grab all the fossils. And since that's 30 minutes, I think I'm going to split this into 2 parts. So the next part will just be me donating tons of fossils and then listening to what Labas has to say about it. So I suppose, I mean, if you made it this far, I'm not sure why you've made it this far if you didn't want to read all this dialogue, but I guess skip through halfway through the next part if you don't like this donation. Anyway, thank you for watching. It's been videodiary in Fawnhollow, and we're seeing just how our museum's growing. Until then, see you next time.